working on the 84 Corvette again. Blew a water pump on it. Yeah, 30 years. 30 years I have the car. First water pump. So that's not too bad, I guess. All right, so I'm going to make a real short video just to give you guys a little tip. To get you guys with the 84s, with the crossfire injection. Sometimes this can look intimidating, this job, but it's not. It really isn't. Okay, and a lot of guys, they start, trying to just rush it and trying to just take everything apart. And that's when if you think it out, look at it, study it, it's not as bad as it looks. Okay. First of all, you do not have to remove that valve cover on the passenger side to get that long bolt out on the air conditioner. Okay. There's a long bolt. I think it's a 15 millimeter bolt, and it's about 3 inches long. If you just try to take that out, that's part of the bracket for your belt tensioner and your air conditioner. Okay, that has to come out. Okay, but if you just go start taking the bolts out and you say, "Oh, I can't get this bolt out; it's hitting the valve cover." Yeah, you're not going to be able to unless you take the valve cover off. And even with the valve cover off, it's a pain in the neck. So just avoid that. Leave that for last. Take all the bolts out on that other side. There's another long bolt on the bottom of the air compressor. There's two bolts. There's two 18 millimeter bolts on the back side of the air compressor that bolts right into the air compressor. Take those out. Take the two nuts off that are on the bottom of that belt tensioner that bolts to the water pump, right? Then that's going to give you enough room to get that other long bolt that hits the valve cover. Then you'll be able to, you're going to be able to move that whole thing in one piece, the bracket that holds the belt tensioner and the air conditioner. Once those bolts are out that I just said, you'll have plenty of room to get that long bolt out that's behind the air compressor, and will no longer hit the valve cover because you pulled it out away a few inches, and the angle that it's going to give you, it just goes almost straight up the bolt and comes right out. Okay, so that's one tip. The other one I figured I'd mention. Make it easy. First, you got to take your pulleys off. The compressor, not the compressor. I'm sorry. The air pump pulley, that's got to come off. Take that off first because there's bolts behind that you're not going to be able to get to, and the water pump pulley that has to come off, of course. Okay. Now, you do not have to remove the air pump. Now, the controller, yes, this controller's got to come out. But it's easy. There's a hose and it's a couple of wires, a couple of connections. It's pretty simple. Okay, now the air pump stays in the car. The power steering stays in the car. Once you remove all the bolts on the bottom for the bracket for the air pump and the power steering, this will just fold over out of the way. Just comes right over. You don't even have to wire it up or nothing because it's just gonna plop right around here in this area. Once all those bolts are out, just plops right here and gives you plenty of room for the water pump. Install the water pump on the other side though, on the passenger side. It's just, you'll have more room. You'll have more clearance getting it in there and bolting it up. But yeah, those two tips, that's it'll be helpful. Somebody's going to do a water pump on 84 with the crossfire. All right, thanks for watching.